In a system driven by apps, clock-ins, and regulations, we are asking the only question that matters. Are we still people or just a paycheck? Welcome to episode 4 of Infinite Voices Carry On. Here are your hosts, Lisandra, Summer Moon, Kevin, Hatchy, and Jay, Jacobs.
Hello guys, we're back. Summer here with Hatchy and Jacobs. Hello you guys, Happy New Year. It's gonna be our last podcast of 2025, going into 2026. I want to apologize to our radio listeners for having disappeared for a couple of months.
We do apologize. Life has been crazy with all types of life stuff and medical stuff. Our goal for the new year is to get back on it and release a lot of content.
We need to get back on the saddle, guys.
I know we do.
We do.
Definitely.
And we wanted to start the new year by checking in with everyone and discuss something that affects the three of us and a lot of people
in the disabled
community. I know we have listeners from everywhere, and we're very grateful. But the regulations and the program, we're talking about the personal care assistant program.
Yes, we are. Before we do that, I want to do a quick holiday shout out to Infinite Voices community. Hello, you guys. Merry Christmas and a very, very, very happy 2026. And if I have any Spanish listeners around somewhere in the world, Feliz Navidad y un feliz 2026. Los quiero mucho y espero poderlos ver pronto y oírlos. But anyway, now we gotta go back to what Hatchy was talking about, the personal care attendants.
Program. Considering we're based in Massachusetts, we're going to talk about the regulations and the concerns we face and maybe recommendations. I think we need a community behind us to advocate for change.
Actually, I think Lisandra, is going to take the liberty today, if you guys don't mind, to talk more to Kevin and to talk more to Justin instead of Jacobs. Because this topic that we're going to touch is a very serious topic. Kevin says there's no issues. I seem to defer. There are issues.
They are issues.
I'm not saying there aren't issues. I'm saying we have concerns about how the program's running, which are causing issues in our independent lives because the regulations.
I think in this particular podcast, I want us to be more than our names. I want us to be us. Two same disabilities and one different one, because Justin has a different disability than you and I. But we all use the same program and we're all facing the same issues. I think more than seeing Summer, Hatchy, or Jacobs, I want to see today in this podcast, I want to see Lisandra, I want to see Kevin, and I want to see Justin. What do I mean by that? Let's open our hearts to our radio listeners and let's try to be as sincere as we can in hopes that people reach out and we get the support that Hatchy was talking about or Kevin was talking about. What do you think, Justin?
I totally agree, because this is a huge issue.
Yes.
Because, at least in Massachusetts, in my opinion, the regulations, instead of taking away conflict, putting more conflict in, and not allowing us in a lot of ways to come up with an agreement between the consumer and the PCA or the client and the PCA or the boss and the employee, or however you want to look at it.
If I could do a back and forth with you now, Justin, I tend to disagree with you a little. I think the issue and the dilemma between the groups of PCAs and the group of clients have always been there. Because the complaint of PCAs have been clients mistreat us, clients are multi-ops, clients don't have respect to us, they think we're slaves. And that's always been their complaint. But they don't see the other side of the coin, which I believe wholeheartedly that myself, Lisandra Rivera, Kevin Hatch, and Justin Giancabola are on the other side of the coin. The other side of the coin is most of us care more than what we should for our staff of PCAs, and they don't give a quarter how much we care and how much we love and how much we help them. I want to make it clear before the radio listeners out there come back and kill me, because I know this particular podcast could cause controversy. I'm not talking about the old school of PCAs.
Yeah.
To those, I salute. To those, I say, I miss you guys. To those, I say, I love you. Thank you for the time that you served for us. Thank you for the life that you help us create. And thank you for seeing us as humans. I'm talking about the new wave of PCAs that the government thinks and the state thinks that they have fixed the problem because they make them come on time now. The punching in and punching out only gets them on time to the houses, but it doesn't change their behavior inside the homes. That the EVV
Wait, hold on, Jay. Repeat the thought you just said, and then
in my experience, it doesn't even make them.
Pause.
Okay.
No, wait a sec, and then go.
In my experience, it doesn't even make them come on time. It just makes them start a certain time, then work there X amount of hours, and then leave. The only thing it's done is change the program negatively, in my opinion, actually.
The only thing I think the EVV has done, sorry you guys, is get people here on time, because they have to clock a button electronically. But it hasn't really never changed the issues that have always existed. Because you know why? Because the agencies that are supposed to deal with the regulations and the hiring and firing of people and how they're setting up the handbook is not supporting the respect, the dignity, the compassion that this program should have for us.
I get that, and I'm not saying it's all the new PCAs, but
school.
Yeah, but I have a problem with logically thinking it's every new school PCA.
It is. Because I don't know, and it's a specific, and I'm gonna get killed for this, it's a specific group of PCAs.
What I'm thinking, the program has become more of a go in and like, here's what I need to do. I'll do it at my own.
Guys, who in the world, and I'm trying not to swear, and my radio listeners know how I get when I get fired up. But the problem has always been there because this program hasn't been given by the proper agencies the prestige that it should.
Yeah.
So people don't take it seriously from the get-go, my dear.
Get that.
I'm working with people right now that from the moment they walk through the door, every time their cell phone rings, they drop whatever they're doing and grab the phone. And I'm going to say it straight out because I'm Hispanic. And I'm sorry if my Hispanic listeners that are bilingual are going to kill me. One bad habit that Hispanics have is to say from the get-go to the PCA, we're like your family. Because you know what that does to some of them? Makes them lazy and gets them comfortable. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be treated like a family, but that should be earned.
What I was trying to say, society in general is, I think, turning into a gig work type society where I'll show up when I show up. I'll do the bare minimum.
Yes, but in this particular program, because it's home care, we're feeling it more because if the bitch or the asshole decides not to show up,
Yeah.
our whole day gets screwed up. Is that fair to us? And this program, I'm not saying that it doesn't have Anglos, I'm not saying that it doesn't have Chinese, I'm not saying that it doesn't have other cultures, but the culture that is more predominant and they're more, I don't give a nothing, is my own, the Hispanic one. And I'm saying it's not fair when your client is giving you all and you're not giving them 0.5% of what you should. And you're not giving
So
them
sad.
and then the dignification, the compassion. My mother, my own mother, and I don't know if people around town know her, Sandra Vargas from Adorn. Hi, Mom. Was PCA for years. And she's still working as a PCA in her region in Manchester. Or as a physical volunteer helper. I'm not really sure of her title. And she says to me that the way Manchester treats the disabled is totally different than how we get treated here. We are treated out in Manchester with dignity and compassion. The people that work over there are people that facilitate the outside world to their disabled people. PCAs over here don't give a fuck about that.
I think you have a total point. Instead of the PCAs around here, at least, thinking they're doing a job that they can have stability in for as long as they want it, they think each individual day is a gig, is one job.
I'm going to be more frank, and my audience know me. You might think I'm the fired up of the team, and I probably are. In Massachusetts, disabled people are being seen like cash out machines.
I think that's all over the place, though.
Yeah,
in a way.
But over here, we're feeling it more.
What I'm feeling the program is doing is PCAs are going into this program without proper sensitivity training in general. Yes, it's the consumer's responsibility to train the PCAs for exactly what they need to do, but what's missing is the idea of you're helping someone that's not able to do a task, live or multiple tasks, live an independent life. And I think that's missing. I think that idea is missing for most people. Not everyone, but most people are coming in here saying these are the set requirements. I'm here to help you bathe, wash up, light housework.
That is not in place, not because of our fault, but because of the respective agencies. Yes, it's our duty to train our PCAs in our respective disabilities, but they should have a training from the respective agencies so they respect the job.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some people respect it, but the good majority
don't.
They come in here, they say, I'm gonna do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like, just like, and we're not slaving. We're not doing anything. But even like guidelines of what needs to be done, they're like, we'll get to it when we get to it.
And even when you say, can you just something up high, can you just for me? I might be totally wrong.
Listen.
But I don't consider that I consider that lighthouse work.
Listen. I'm
Right?
gonna go.
I'm not saying move this bureau, for instance, lift it up and then dust underneath it. I'm saying dust these shelves a little.
Yeah,
organize them a little, you know?
And I know at least the three of us are willing to, and I know there's a lot more people who have disabilities willing to help themselves with help.
Listen.
So it's not the fact that we're not willing to help each other or help ourselves. It's the fact that we need a little bit of assistance, and sometimes we're not able to do something, and we're being looked at as, why do you need that? I'm already doing this, and this.
Listen, my brother's in disability. I'm gonna go deeper. I've been in moments with my own PCAs where when they see an hour short, even by the electronically, when they see an hour short, they come and complain to me. They come and reprimand me like if they were my parents. I feel sometimes that the disabled person is becoming the caretaker of their PCAs. Because sometimes we hear too much of their life too. It's okay that every once in a while we collaborate with them and listen to them, but is it normal and okay that on a daily basis we have to feel responsible for their life, for their issues, and we always have to be the understanding one? I don't think that's fair. Yes, there's a group of us that treat them like shit, possibly, but it's not all of us. And you know what? Sometimes disabled people become tough because some PCAs emotionally drain us and, to a degree, abuse us because they don't give the respect to this program that they should. Let's call it for what it is, you two. That's what it is. And it doesn't have the prestigiousness that it should, because government and state is not helping us to make it possible. If we put more rigid rules, people that do not have a need to be here wouldn't even come close to the job, because they would see the rules from the get-go and they would know what to deal with, and they wouldn't see it as, let me try. And if it doesn't work, too bad for them. It's our lives we're talking about. They're helping us with our lives.
I know they see the guidelines of the program like light meal prep. Light meal prep to them is making a sandwich, and you can't really survive on a single sandwich.
Not, I don't know for any other culture, but a Hispanic woman or man will scream at you after the fourth day of having a sandwich. And I'm putting it lightly.
But I'm saying though, like the regulations put on by Mass Health and the training and are in favor of the PCAs limiting the need to live our lives. I'm not saying the PCAs have to do jumping jacks or do anything like that. I'm just like the idea of we can't go out recreational even if we need help.
Listen,
That's
Kevin,
obnoxious.
Listen, Kevin, going back a little bit to what you said.
Yeah.
They're not our monkeys to recreate as you're right. But
I agree with that, they aren't.
they're also not our jailers. And the way this is happening right now is, oh, I'm going to go to the job, get them up, feed them in between, small things, because I'm going to do the bare minimum, sit around, because they sit around, they barely do anything in the houses. And then at night, they're going to have to eat whatever, because I need to go put them to bed, because the next party is waiting for me. Sorry, I don't care what you do after you get out of here. But next morning, make sure that you're in your shift without complaining that you were late because you were tired of the next day. I don't need your life to give me inside it. I already have enough inside it because of my disability. I need you to come. I need you to be to the level that you might want to be, whatever. I don't care, you choose. I need you to give me friendship to the level that makes you feel comfortable. You could share a little bit of your life with me. I possibly could share a little bit of my life with you, but that's it. I don't need to know your whole outside of my home agenda. I don't care. It's none of my business. What is my business is that you come on time and you leave on time. And that my house is kept and unfed.
I really have an issue with, and I know it's in the handbook, but it says meal prep. What is meal prep? First of all. Second of all, I can't literally get up and fry a hamburger for myself. If I have raw hamburger meat, if I have buns, a person's PCA should be able to put the damn hamburger in a plate, cook it for however long, and then serve it. That's not really cooking. That's taking what's there and making it healthy to eat.
Listen, in the past 3 months, I've been living on hamburgers and hot dogs. Because it's the easiest thing that they could find to get you out of the way. Because as soon as the time hits in the afternoon, they're looking at the clock. Because party time comes at night. The funniest one that happened to just me and Kevin. Because by the way, you guys, me and Kevin are our neighbors. 2 of our PCAs decided that they weren't going to come because it's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So basically, and by the way, another dilemma we have is hiring and firing PCAs. We don't find PCAs, good PCAs that want to do the job and not sit in their ass as soon as they hit the door.
Or it's not someone's sit on their butt. But
let's call it what it is.
Wait. Microphone, we really need a talking stick. That's what we need on this podcast. Anyhow, they're not sitting on their ass per se. They may be standing at the counter. Anyhow.
Oh yeah, like somebody I know. Like somebody I know.
But what I'm saying is they're coming in when they want to because we give them leeway and try to be nice. Luckily, that's one thing punching in and punching out did do, because they can't try to say, mark me.
That's not that takes away the leeway. Because if you have a PCA from, let's say, 7 to 3, and then one from 3:30 to whatever, that's only you have that half hour, yes.
By the way, Justin and Kevin, I've been the receiver of the experience of they question me. Why can't I have them with the times? They blame me when they see their check or their whatever kind of short. And I'm like, hello, baby, I don't have control over your phone. You click your phone.
Which for people that aren't in Mass, it's a federal program, but in Mass, there's an application where you clock in and clock out on their phones.
Yeah.
It's called EVV. Or in Spanish, if I could translate that for my Spanish speakers, if they're...
So I remember the thought process I was trying to make about hiring and having people available. Now it's great that we can hire and manage our own program, but what I'm running into is, and what a lot of people run into, is the fact that you hire these people, they're reliable overall most of the time. Then they call out last minute and you're scrambling to get coverage. There's no, unless you're lucky enough, which I'm not that lucky to have 10 different people. There's no agency in Massachusetts where you can say, my PCA called out. Can you send someone? Now, there is managed care, but then if you're under managed care, there's a lot more restrictions.
Control of the hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the last thing we want to do, our wheelchairs already restrict us. We don't want an agency to restrict our life too.
Yep.
And I've been wanting to make a point. Depending on how your PCA acts and behave, whether PCAs out there, believe it or not, causes depression on the client, on the person they're working for. So be careful with that. And going back to agency, the reason a lot of us don't like agency is because they take control of most of our hours, and we got people coming in like a revolving door, and we have to trade them. And some of us don't like to be touched like a train from left to right, up and down. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a female. I don't like having today somebody that I have to train, and then tomorrow somebody new touching me all over the place all the time.
On top of having to train.
And I don't have stability, and I don't know what they're doing out there. So sorry. That's why I don't like agency.
And that's understandable. It would be nice to have a place that you could have a bank of people for maybe not last minute. That would be the ideal situations, but even covering vacations or...
Actually, let's be real. I have a lot of people that have said to me, find backup, find backup, find backup. And I have looked at them like, you think that a person that I have as a backup is going to be sitting at their house waiting for me to call them? They want to pay just like you.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm saying that if we had a different scenario where we could call on an agency or a program saying, I have someone a week ago, if I knew someone was calling up for New Year's Eve, I could say, hey, can I have coverage for New Year's Eve? Like, for that situation, I wouldn't mind last minute thing if I'm stuck, because a lot of people are stuck and can't get into bed or do what they need to do without help.
Or don't have families that could back them up for the day.
Yeah.
Yes. So
guys, I don't know if you noticed, but my boys over here are more subtle in touch and topic. They're always more subtle, and some of you rebel over here is more direct.
Or maybe it's just more.
They're both looking at me like, okay, some of you are not even letting us talk. I'm sorry, you guys, I love you, but
we love you too, but
I have always been a straight shooter.
I know, but sometimes being a straight shooter needs finesse.
Yeah, and sometimes not only finesse, they need to be able to take breaths. Love you.
Guys, I'm sorry. It's just that I am a communicator by birth, and I've been doing this for about
a long time.
Since I was 4. In an island that love my Puerto Rican island. Hello, Puerto Rico. Shout out to Puerto Rico. But an island that the disabled community doesn't have a lot of backup. So me and my beautiful mother, hi mom, wherever you are today, took the streets advocating for just this, our disabled community. That eventually forced me to leave the island. So I was born an advocate, and when I see injustice, I get fired up. I don't mean to be, but at the time when I was living in PR, we had to even fight to our hospital school, because I was in a hospital school for the first 4 years of my life, because I was receiving therapy and also integrating with other kids my age. We even had to fight for toilet paper, because they didn't even want to provide us. They didn't even want to provide us toilet paper, something so essential for us to be able to function in school. And I learned at a very, very, very early age, that the microphone and TV was going to be my only hope to get something for myself and my community back in Puerto Rico. But then the fight became too heavy, too hard, too scary for me, Mom. And we had to leave the island, leave our family, leave everything we knew behind, and immigrate to Boston. And I've been here for about 40 years now, 38. And I'm grateful for that. But it showed me how to be a fighter since the beginning. And I seem to repeat this every time, but thank you to my mom, to Karen's mom, to Senior's, to Jay's father, Senior, for being our driving force, because people don't see it. This 3 crazy here, we have more similar walks than not. Our parents have been warriors, and they have teach us how to be warriors ourselves. Ironically, life, friendship, love, so many different things got us together to do this project, which is in different ways a dream that we all 3 have had. And what's our next dream with this podcast? And we have always said it multiple times. We want to become a community that gets supported by you guys, the disabled listener out there. We want to give you the strength to say, I'm going to come out, and I'm going to be human, and I want to be treated like human, and I want to be part of the world, and I want to do what everybody else does. But if you guys don't help us, we can't do it. So I'm doing a call out. So we slowly become free, like so many other communities that have done the work already. We got to remember that it's not just about Lisandra, Justin, Kevin. We're paving the way for many other little ones. And what's more important that I don't think none of us is realizing here, we're paving the way for kids that are not disabled to have compassion and love.
Totally agree.
I totally agree with you.
We're trying to make sure that everyone has a voice, that yes, we may be very passionate and have our own dedicated opinions, but we also want to hear everyone else out.
That's
So,
what I'm saying. That's why I always keep pushing the same words out. If you guys don't unite us, we can't be you moving wings. We can be your moving force. Please, guys, let go of fear, let go of sadness, and join Infinite Voices Carry On. Help you do what you have always meant to do, which is to be free, which is to be equal to the next door neighbor, to the next door friend, to the next door sister, the next door mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, husband, wife. We want to be able to do all the things that the quote unquote normal people do. I want to be able to leave this world knowing that I have shown Nyla Bell, Gita Bull, Grayson, Fia, Samaya, wherever she's at, that disabled people are normal to all. And by the way, those are the nieces and nephews of Infinite Voices Carry On. Merry Christmas, you guys, wherever you are. Some of you are traveling. I love you. And that's another thing I want to do. Show the Infinite Voices kids that everybody's equal, everybody's the same. But if you guys don't reach out, we can't help you fly. I don't know what you guys think.
We're here. We want to make this podcast and community a strong one to make a difference in all different aspects, whether that's advocating at the State House, which hopefully we'll be doing soon, or if we're just guiding someone through life, the struggles that we all face. No one is immune to having a perfect life. Everyone has their own struggles. What we're actually trying to do with the Infinite Voices Carrying community is be a olive branch, per se, to everyone who may be facing the same struggles we go through or different struggles we go through. We want to learn, we want to advocate, we want to celebrate together in one unit. If we band together, we can make a difference.
I want to bring the funny note because I don't want people to say, oh, this Lisandra this summer I was bringing the bitter and the tough to Infinite Voices Carry On. Listen, if you ever want to socialize in Hoochie, then we could start a group where people could come and meet each other.
Yes.
We may want to define Hoochie, but what she is.
What I mean is looking pretty or looking handsome.
Or just be yourself and celebrate with each other, whether it's with board games, talking, whatever talk you're interested. That's why we set up the Facebook group. We are here to discuss different topics. We want to engage with you. We want to have you look at us like friends.
And like a family. We want to give you normalcy.
Yes.
Even if you want to cry into us with a shoe, or you want to laugh and get, I don't know, giggly gas, we want to be here for you.
With that said, I hope you found this episode
interesting.
We're trying to make the program better. We're just not trying to complain and get people in trouble, but we're trying to tell everyone that you're not alone. We do see the PCA side of things as well.
We do.
We just when we're saying all this, we want to say that we get what you're trying to do. We just want to live productive, happy, interesting lives where we can pick up ice cream or do go to the movies or do something interesting or live out your dream, whatever that would be. So that's our goal with this episode. The PCA program is a vehicle to help us do that. A lot of us do that because without help with the program,
this is a topic that
Yes.
makes all three of us very nervous. We're not trying to ruffle anybody's feathers. We just want equality.
Yes.
And the main thing, at least I want to get and give, yes, I want respect. We all want respect as humans. But yes, the PCAs, we need to also give the PCAs respect. But at least I feel we give the PCA, and it might just be the three of us, but we give the PCAs respect.
More respect than what we get.
Exactly, way more.
Guys, I want to break down the mood a little, and we do gotta go home.
Yeah.
Because we could be talking for hours. What's the resolution? What is the resolution that Infinite Voices has for Infinite Voices itself? And what's the resolution we wish for our listeners? New Year's resolution for 2026.
Think for us, we want to be around more.
Yes.
Meaning, we want to show our face, we want to be engaged in the community we're trying to build. We want to bring you more content.
By the way, it would help us if you send us ideas.
Yes, we want to bring you more content. We want to connect up with you, and we want to watch this community grow and prosper. We really do. And I want to build a strong connection with each and every one of you. And I know the three of us have a good friendship that we're constantly building and cultivating. We want to continue that and live life to the fullest.
Justin, what about you? What is your wish for Infinite Voices carry on this year? And for our listeners
Well, for
coming this new year?
Listeners, it would be health and happiness, first of all, and more engagement with us, Infinite Voices, and for us to put more content and get feedback as to what kind of content you would like. Also, the listeners would like, and what can we do to make this community stronger and better?
And at the bottom of the description of this podcast, wherever you're watching, is our email address, is our Facebook page. So join our community. We are looking over it. We do plan on being more involved. So drop us a line. We want to be involved and we'll connect and we want your feedback.
And from your summer here, what can I say? What do I wish for Infinite Voices? I have to agree with Kevin and I have to agree with Justin. I wish for more interaction, that you guys reach out to us with more topics that we could sit like this on a round table and discuss it. I wish to also hear you coming into the podcast. Say to one of us, hey, we want to be heard through the podcast. I wish that our community becomes stronger. I wish to travel with infinite voices. I want to travel around the country. But that's only going to happen if you guys let us know what you want to hear, what you want to see, and where you want us to take the podcast. We're trying. We're here. We're loud. We're strong. We're happy to be who we are, but we need your help. And for our radio listeners, what can I wish for you guys? A lot of help, a lot of love, a lot of friendship, a lot of fun, a lot of new adventures, a lot of everything. My whole resolution for this new year coming up, 2026, as of tonight, is that we become the community we want to become, and that everybody finds a piece of the world that they say, okay, this piece of the world belongs to me. This is my space. I have created my space. I feel unique. I feel strong. I feel valuable. I feel loved. Guys, let's just have fun this year coming up. Let's just leave all the sadness with 25, whatever sadness we had, but let's also give thanks for what we had this year, what we didn't have, what we didn't accomplish, what we did accomplish, but most of all, let's give thanks that with or without a disability, we are all alive. And to the Infinity Voices family, Kevin's family, Justin's family, and my own, guys, we love you all. Merry Christmas and Happy New 2026.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
And like Summer always says, until next time. Love you guys. Ciao.
Bye.